I'll just read the beginning of this. Won't go too far into it. It may be that we, as individuals, do not have the motivation to move forward. I admit that I have waited too long for inspiration or motivation to come from outside of myself. It took a very long time to get through my thick skull, but I have found that motivation, inspiration, and positive mojo do not come from outside sources. They are often sparked by outside sources, but they come from within ourselves. This is because of what are called mirror neurons, which are inside every human being on the planet. They mirror what we see. If we place ourselves in negative situations with negative people, we become negative people. If we place ourselves in positive situations with positive people, we become positive people. If we take in negative material, our attitudes become negative, whereas our attitudes become positive if we take in positive material. As the saying goes, what goes in must come out. I have found that I already have the motivation, inspiration, and positive mojo that all come from within. They only need to be awakened. I recently came to this realization after being motivated and inspired to do something big and bold with my life. After all that I have been through in life, it is a miracle that I am still alive and as active as I am, and able to be as active. So I consider waking up and getting out of bed in the morning a pretty bold move. I want to keep improving and making progress, though, and I am seeking to play these cards that have been dealt to me in the best way possible. Here's the deal how I see it. I currently have a job working as a dishwasher at a fast-paced restaurant. It is a physically demanding job. I have multiple sclerosis, which is incurable, and can get worse but never better. So far, it's actually gotten better since I quit taking treatment, but that's my personal story, so I won't get into that right now. So in thinking about the future and trying to plan for it, it seems like a very good idea to become a writer, as I will still be able to do this and make an income should my disease get worse. I will not let this disease rob me of my passion for life. I have a lot of positivity to share with the world, and this shall be the avenue to my future, sharing my story and helping others to fully realize their potential, to become greater people, and to live the passionate life. I have been stuck in the quicksand of life before as well, and I have been able to get out of it. Now it is my turn to share with others so that they will be able to get beyond whatever is holding them back and move forward toward their dreams too. Everybody gets stuck at some point and is imprisoned by themselves or by others' advice and opinions. Whether people are suppressed by others or fall victim to self-oppression, they are being held back by themselves. When it seems that others are holding us back by giving us strongly convincing advice or opinions which are contrary to the path that we are on, we are in fact holding us back. We are in fact holding ourselves back. It is all in how we interpret and deal with the information coming in from outside sources. We must ask ourselves if it will be beneficial and progressive or detrimental and regressive. To stay on the path of progress toward the passionate life, we must always choose the options that are beneficial and obviously progressive. Let's see here. People have asked me, and you may be wondering, why it is that I am such a positive and outgoing person after all I have been through in my life so far. I have been told that others are surprised at the fact that I am still going strong after some of the things I have been through, things that would have caused others to stop and give up going any further. The thing is that the thought of giving up has crossed my mind. I have given up so far as remaining at the pleasant stage of life for periods of time when I felt comfortable and I had no desire to move from where I was. I have always had the urge to keep moving forward, keep moving toward better things, but there is always that little voice that tells me, it is okay where you are right now. Be happy with what you have. You do not need anything else. Nothing more is required, so just chill out. I do not want to be remembered as one of the millions of people who gave up on making progress in life because of dismal circumstances that appeared to be insurmountable. I want to be remembered as one who faced insurmountable circumstances and pressed on, ever trudging past the obstacles in their path. I have had times when I was negative and regressive, and it did not feel to be good that way. It did not feel good to be that way. Yeah, okay, whatever. I want to be positive and progressive, always moving forward. And I'll just leave that right there. Going back to what I was saying about that my disease, my multiple sclerosis seems to have gotten better since I quit taking traditional treatment. That's just my personal story. I'm not making, like I said at the intro to my book, anything I say, do not take my personal experiences or opinions and, as facts, and, we each have to live our own lives, and this is how I've lived mine. I was taking the treatment, taking the traditional treatment that was prescribed to me for my multiple sclerosis when I was first diagnosed back in 2007. I took one treatment for 6 years, dealing with the side effects. They were miserable, but my MS seemed to be doing okay so far as my brain scans and blood draws, so I just stayed on it like my MS specialist sort of suggested, I guess, advised. And then I was off my treatment for like 3 months and got on another treatment. I was doing fine during those 3 months, but a friend told me, hey, look, better to be on something than nothing. And so I got on this new treatment, and no side effects or anything, but I forgot to refill that treatment after 3 years on it. And I was doing okay after like 3 or 4 months, and I had also picked up running just a couple days before I ran out of my treatment, and running all the time, all this physical activity, plus I was eating better, eating a lot healthier diet, and so I just quit taking treatment and coined the hashtag running is my MS treatment. So that's how it's worked for me. And since I've, been running as much as I have, especially since I've been running, this never ending run streak, and, eating healthy, and, plus I'm clean. I, quit drinking and doing drugs 29 years ago, quit smoking cigarettes back in 2013. And now I eat mostly clean. Let's say that. I try and eat clean, but it's like, I don't know. Here recently, I've been adding, cheating on my diet a little bit, but oh well, whatever. I burn it off. I'll get back to it soon. Maybe we'll see. But I'm still feeling better than I ever have in my life, and so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let me see here. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but at any rate, it's like just, the enthusiasm that I wrote this book with, that's the enthusiasm I live with. And it's like if you heard me read sections of the Motivation Manifesto by Brennan Burchard, the enthusiasm he wrote that book with, the enthusiasm he reads it with in his YouTube video, it's like, that's the enthusiasm I want to carry throughout my life, and just, I never want to lose this enthusiasm, because it's like, it's like, heck, I was in a, just like, I had to get a drink of coffee there. I was in a car accident this last Tuesday, a little fender bender on the freeway, and that one would have been deemed my fault. And then last night I was in another car accident. Uninsured driver pulled out in front of me, and no chance to react, and hit him. About 2 blocks from my house, and it's like, all this stuff happens in my life, and it's just like, I don't know. I just keep rolling with the punches. Just like I was talking to a friend last night, or yesterday, actually yesterday, I think it was, chatting with a friend and like I was telling her, just you got to be resilient, just fall down, get back up, keep rolling with the punches. That's what it's all about. And with, I don't know, I'm about done for today, and that's about it. So I just want to thank you all for tuning in for another episode of Podsitive Vibes and making positivity. I hope I've made positivity and gratitude a little louder for you. And I will just close it with the usual. Stay kind, optimistic, and grateful. And have a phenomenal day and a phenomenal week. And I will see you next Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific here on VT Radio Universal.